So I'm currently on my way to take a solo trip up to New Hampshire, literally just for like one night because I'm still off from work till next week, and I just got back from Colorado, and I'm like, the high that I was riding from like going someplace new that I'd never been was insane, and now I'm like back here, so I'm like, I gotta get out of here again. Use the right. I'm out of here. I'm going camping for literally one night because it's also beautiful this week, like both up here and in New Hampshire. It's like full sun weather all of the days pretty much. So I feel like there might be a chance that Mount Washington is clear tomorrow. I've been kind of watching the forecast, so I kind of want to see if I can get up Washington on a clear day, because I hiked it last year for Hike for Mental Health, and that was nice and all. It was fun, but I was fully socked in the whole time. So if Washington's not clear, I'll do another 48er or something, maybe Moosilauke. I mean, I've done Moosilauke. I should probably do something I haven't done, but I just love Moosilauke. I think it's beautiful at the top. But we'll see, and I'm hoping for a nice day on whatever mountain I hike, and I'm just gonna like vlog, I guess. For about 20. All right, I just got to my campsite. It's like 6:54, so it's sunset is like pretty much at 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna set my stuff up. There's no service here. I'm camping on a road near Lincoln. I've actually never camped on this road before. I have like 4 different roads in the White Mountains that I've camped off of before, and this is not one of them, but it's right at the base of Moosilauke, so it's right down the road from like Lincoln and North Woodstock, which is good. There's no service here, which is totally fine. I brought my Garmin, so that's good. There's actually quite a bit of camping on this road. It's a Wednesday, so I mean, it's not hard to find camping here on a random Wednesday typically, unless it's like summertime. But when I first pulled into the road, there was a spot, but the fire ring had like someone else's garbage there, which was kind of not great. And then I could hear gunshots like literally right in the woods next to it, so I was like, maybe not. So I went further down the road, and you could still hear the gunshots like in the distance. Somebody must have like a range at their house or something, but not as bad. The thing I don't love about this site is I'm literally right there, can see someone's dirty toilet paper. So I have not experienced that at the other road spots in the White Mountains, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's starting to happen, because people don't leave no trace. They don't know how to dispose of their waste, and these sites get really busy because they're free. So I don't want to pay to pitch my tent. So weather still looks good for tomorrow for this whole area. I think I've decided though I'm going to hike Mount Moosilauke instead of Washington, just because I hiked Washington last year, but I think it might be sunny up there tomorrow. So I'm kind of like, am I missing my chance to get like a good view on Washington when it's sunny? But I think I'm going to do Moosilauke just because Moosilauke's still a challenging hike. It's a few miles shorter than doing Washington, and I have to drive home tomorrow. I'm not camping again tomorrow night, so my drive home is like almost 4 hours. So I don't really feel like I'd have to wake up really early to get Washington done, and get down in time to get home at a reasonable hour. I did Moosilauke back in 2021. I haven't done it since. I've also never vlogged Moosilauke on this channel. Right now I'm gonna get my tent up. It's a little like of an uneven site here, but I think I have a spot where I can put my tent. Unfortunately, I have to look at the toilet paper, but that's fine. This is the view back here. Like I said, there's some toilet paper in there, but you can kind of see the mountain back there, and it looks like there's a pond or something, and it's a little colorful up here. You can see the leaves a little bit. Decent fire ring right here. I think my tent's gonna have to go there. This is kind of like all the uneven ground that I can't really park on. I had to like angle my car so I could get myself out of here easier in the morning, because I don't know, there's like these rocks. I have a car, so there are more camping spots down there, but I didn't want to take it further past here. the other chairs for safety as a woman. That way people think I have someone with me. There's some weird ass sounding animal out there. I'm not really good at starting fires when I just have this little thing. So it's hard for me to get my hand in the middle without burning my fingers. So I kind of just douse the whole thing in this, and then I lit like the edges. I'm hoping it starts heating up the inside. Just woke up. It's like 7 o'clock. I'm in the middle of packing up. I thought I was gonna get up at like 6, but I actually was up quite a bit last night. Just because, you know, you hear the animals and then you're like, what's that? But it looks really nice out. It looks clear. It's definitely cold. I have every layer on except I have shorts on. So I'm definitely kicking myself for forgetting my pants. It might warm up later though. So right now I'm just packing up. I just have to throw my chairs and my tie back in the car, and then I'm gonna go into Lincoln quickly and get breakfast, I think, and use McDonald's bathroom, and then go to the trailhead. I also don't have service here, so I kind of have to go into Lincoln to get service to load the map. So all right, I got a bagel and a chai from this bagel place, and now I'm gonna go drive to the Moosilauke trailhead. I think it's actually surprisingly 25 minutes, but I think it's because it's unpaved roads. So I just got to the trailhead, but something that sucks is, for whatever reason, you can't drive up the road all the way like I could years ago. So I actually had to park like 0.8 of a mile back from where that trail even starts. And I think it's uphill, but what are you gonna do? I think with the road walk, this is gonna be around like 2,800 feet a gain, which isn't bad. I'm hoping to be able to get up in like 2.5 hours, hang out at the top for like 45 minutes because it's like a really good view, and then come down. All right, that actually wasn't as bad. The trail's down there, and normally if you can park up here, it would be past that orange sign down there. So I probably only added like 150 feet. You can see the colors. There's Moosilauke over there. Yeah, so definitely gonna move faster on this than Washington. Like I said, I'm trying to get up in like 2 hours. I think if I did Washington, I would have done like the Monroe Washington loop, which is the Ammonoosuc, I think that's how you say it, trail up, and then probably the Jewel Trail down, which I took the Jewel Trail up last year, and it was gonna be like probably like 10 miles and like 4,200 feet a gain, which is like fine, completely fine, but I would have needed all day. I would have liked to start that like 5 or 6 a.m. to give myself the time to drive home. So this should be a little faster paced. I'm actually gonna try to push myself and see how quickly I can get up this. Austin would be so proud if you're watching this, right? Because it's like you run up the Manitou incline. Although I'm not gonna get up this in 37 minutes, so I forgot my sunscreen. I just realized that. It's in the car. I just am so bad at sunscreen. Going up all these rocks. Actually, I think I'll be just fine today in shorts. I forget that the moment I start walking, I sweat like a pig. Don't mind how red I am. I've been moving. I'm like 900 feet in, 1.3 miles into the actual trail, but 2.2 into the hike just because I had to park back there. I'm at elevation 3,300 feet. I just stopped to drink water and use the bathroom, and I had to fix where my capture clip was holding my camera because I positioned it a little too low and it was like in my armpit, and my armpit was kind of like hitting the button where it could release the camera, and I'm like, I don't need to drop and destroy my camera. So I moved that. I had to switch that. I realized another thing I forgot was my snacks. I do have like, I think, a granola bar. So smart. I'm just, all these years of hiking, you would think I would remember my food, but All right, this is what it turns into. So it goes all the way up there, and I've been going up this. That actually wasn't that bad, but it was a drop down before that. So I'm like 82 minutes in. I actually had to slow down between my break and my last day in Colorado when I was hiking Green Mountain with Austin. I rolled the shit out of my ankle, like just like from being clumsy, probably walking too fast. And I feel like I roll that ankle all the time and actually hurt. Like probably the most painful roll I've done. I even felt it like on the plane going home, and I just rolled it the same one again and it still hurts. So I'm like, I feel like I'm like one roll away from like spraining it or something. So I'm trying to go a little slower. All right, I'm like, I think about 500 feet from the summit and 2 hours and 15 minutes in. It's so clear out. It's gonna be such a good view. Getting a little teaser through the trees. I believe that's Franconia Ridge over there. I just hit tree line and the vaulted summit is about to start. 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm about 100 to 150 feet from the summit, and probably 2 hours of moving time, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes. The rock cairns are starting. This was an awesome climb up. Didn't really pass anybody going down. One person went down, and there was 2 guys that went ahead of me. I know there's 2 people behind me. Oh, almost at the vaulted summit. I guess we're back in the trees. You can see the sign, and probably only like 100 feet past that is the orange sign for Mount Moosilauke. Yeah, you can see people standing up there.
I was probably be like,
so the next day there was a bunch of trees down. All right.
and where are you from originally?
All right, I'm off the summit. I probably hung up out there for like, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. I met an AT hiker. His name is Camino Jr. He's going northbound. So we talked for a little while. He was like, what are you doing out here? I'm like, oh, I'm just day hiking. Obviously, you could tell he was through hiking. So we talked about that and told him that I lashed last year, and he asked where, and we were talking about like our favorite states and talking about, he's from Tennessee, so he was telling me he really liked Tennessee, and I haven't done that part of the trail yet, so that was nice to hear. But we were talking about like Pennsylvania and like a bunch of stuff. He was really nice to talk to. Now I'm headed down the carriage road, which connects with the Snapper Trail, which I've never gone down this way. It makes a loop back to the Gorge Brook Trail. I don't really want to go down the same way. I kind of want to see something different. Definitely see on the mountains back there, there's quite a bit of leaves changing, actually. Some reds down there. You see the reds down there. It's a little brighter looking in person. My camera kind of dulls it out. It's crazy to me because I'm at 4,800. Well, the summit's at 4,800 feet above sea level. And when I was in Denver sits at like 5,000. I think I was mostly at 5,000 every time I was at Austin's house, or like, you know, he was outside of Denver. So it's crazy because it looks flat in Denver. Even though you're at 5,000 feet, it looks flat. Like it looks like you're just in like, I don't know, Kansas or something flat, you know? And then like out here, I'm at 4,800 right now, but it's like mountainy looking. I get how it works. I understand how it works. It's just like cool to me, you know? So I just got to the junction where it splits off, where the carriage trail splits off. If you go right, you can go to the Glen Cliff Trail, which is the Appalachian Trail. If you go to the left, you keep going down the carriage trail until you get to the Snapper Trail, and that's how you link back to the Gorge Brook Trail. So going down, I think I'm at least like 1.2 or 1.3 into the descent. It's very rocky, but it's at least dry, so that means I'm hopefully not gonna have to move as slow. All right, just linked back up with the Gorge Brook Trail. I think I probably have like 2 more miles to my car. Oh yeah, that's the best view, dude. Best view of the whole hike. Yes. All right, just made it back to my car. Ended up being 8.7 miles and around 2,600 feet of gain. And it took 5.5 hours. And it is 2:20 right now. So I actually thought I was gonna get back down here at 3. So I'm pretty happy about that. So now I'm starving. So I'm gonna go into Lincoln, I think, and get some food and then take my ass home. All right, if you made it this far, thank you for watching my little solo hiking camping trip vlog. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.